It's summertime. It's mid-year numbers. Everybody's taking vacation. I'm hoping that by now we've taken our business plan out. We've looked at our goals for the year. We've looked at our first quarter goals. We're now mid-year numbers. So we look at our sales numbers. How many families have we served? Are we on goal? Are we on track to hit our year-end numbers? So when we look at how many families we were planning on serving on the list side and on the buy side, and if we have property management, or if you're a loan officer or whatever industry that we're in right now that's listening to this video, because we have like 22 different industries that watch this, you need to look, and now's the time to pull out your business plan, dust it off, okay, and look at it. We need to see where we're at, because now is the time to be able to act. And now's the time to be able to react according to where our numbers were. If we're on track, then maybe we need to push ourselves a little bit more. Did we underestimate our numbers? And if we underestimated, and we know that we're just going to be able to breeze through the rest of the year, we need to reset our numbers a little bit higher. If we know that we're just going to breeze and hit our numbers, then around October, November, you're going to start taking your foot off the gas because you hit those numbers. It's a mental game. It's a mental game. So we need to reset those numbers now to make sure that we're pushing through fourth quarter. We don't want to breeze through it. We want to push through it. We don't want to do 5 hours of work in 8 days. We want to do 8 hours of work a day is what we want to do. Next, what if we're behind our numbers? Now, if you made sure you followed the way that we do goal setting. Goal setting is not done if we want to serve 48 families a year. That is not 4 families per month. We have to look at track records. And we're looking, if you're on the real estate, MLS data. MLS data is not going to support that there is an even number of sales every month, 12 months a year. So there's a percentage of sales that's ebb and flows on a monthly basis. So it might be January, February, and March, 333, April, May, June, 555. Okay? So you might be now behind by 2, knowing that now we're getting ready to get into the big season. So if we're on track based on those numbers, then great. So don't think that you're behind if we did our sales goal accordingly. If you did it the wrong way, you might say, man, I'm behind because if I was going to do 4 a month and we're just now getting in to the hot season, then you're freaking yourself out. Remember, when we do the sales numbers, we do them based on seasonality, month by month. We take the total number of what our goal is going to be for the year, and we look at each month and what percentage of sales are done over the term of a year, and we add that percentage in our sales to make sure that we're looking at what our months are going to be up and down, ebb and flow for a 12-month span. Now, if we are low, then we have to fix it now. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to readjust our numbers. We need to readjust our attack. So do we have our bullseye report to know that we're going to be getting at least 3 different sources of business? And make sure that we are readjusting or realigning our marketing attack. Are we only getting one giant source of business and we need to realign to make sure we're getting at least 2 more sources? Are we implementing our past client program? Are we doing direct mail? Are we doing radio and television? What are we doing? We need to have a minimum of 3 main sources of business coming in. So now, let's pull out the business plan on this tip. We're going to be looking at sales numbers. We're going to look at a lot of other things during our mid-year. But right now, let's look at how many families were served. Let's look at our sales. Let's look at where we're planning on being. Let's look at where we're at in the year. Let's look at where we're at in our season. A lot of you are seasonal-based sales. So look at where our goals, make sure we did our goals right. If you didn't, now's the time to go back and readjust your goals based on your seasonality of your goals. And then we can readjust for the high summer months, or a lot of you have high fall months. And then do readjust for winter. Okay? Now, make sure you're following this tip. This will make or break you for the end of the year. So take time. Listen to this tip over and over and over and over and over again. Now's the time to readjust. Mid-year. It's time to set ourselves up for success for the end of the year. You have an amazing week. I look forward to talking to you next week. God bless.